And a good afternoon to you from Brunswick Community College. Today on YouTube, Dolphins basketball. Dolphins women's basketball is brought to you by Coastal Transplants. Today, Dolphins step out of region to host Central Carolina. The Cougars of Central Carolina 5-9, 3-2 on the road. Your Dolphins 7-7, 4-3 at home, and 3-7 in Region 10 play. Let's meet the starting lineups for both of these teams. For Central Carolina, it's number 1, Jeliah Howard. Number 10 is Tesha Brewer. Number 21, Majesty Richardson. Number 23, Shakira Brown. And number 40, Grace Eagle. For your Dolphins and Joe Gaughan, it's number 4, Alexis Boyd. Number 12, Amanda Barber. Number 15, Kana Parker. Number 22, Hadia Balzer. And number 32 is Alana Dunlap. As the tip is up and we're underway, and they say no, Dolphins can't have it. So Central Carolina will possess first. Dolphins coming off we're going to get through this quickly, a 132-38 loss at Salk on Sunday. Balzer was the only player in double figures with 10 points in that game. Dolphins held to just 16 of 16 shooting, while Salk shot 62%. And if that team doesn't win the national championship in Division II this year, I can't believe there's a better team. Anyways, Central Carolina, they're coming off a loss at Spartanburg Methodist, 110-73 on Tuesday. Pioneers outshot the Cougars 53% to 36%. And Spartanburg also +9 in rebounding. Jeliah Howard had 18 to lead 4 Cougars in double figures. Dunlap, turnaround shot is no good as the Dolphins come up empty on their opening possession. These two teams meeting for the second time this season as Brown steps right and Long on the 3. Dunlap with another rebound. Dolphins won the earlier meeting this year back on February 22nd, 64-61 in Sanford, North Carolina. Dolphins shot 47% in that game despite just 1 of 8 from 3. Brunswick D limited the Cougars to 38% shooting. Dolphins were +7 on the boards. They had 14 offensive rebounds in that game. Dunlap had 22 on 9 of 11 shooting. Fake by Barber, pull up from mid-range, can't get it to go from the corner. Here comes the Cougars now. The Cougars were led by, I don't have a, oh yeah, I do have it. Brown and Howard both had 18 points each. Hadia Balzer 20 and 10 for Brunswick. Dunlap 22 on 9 of 11 in the first meeting. Parker steps into a 3, top of the key, can't get it. Richardson the rebound for the Cougars. Previous meeting between these two schools was not all the way back in 2015. Brunswick won 59-39, November 14th, 2015. So it's been a while. In fact, Obama was still president back then. So yeah, it's been 2 presidents ago. Or 1.5, depending on who you talk to. Richardson from the half circle puts Central Carolina on the board, first points of the ball game. So Richardson, who had 9 in the first meeting, starts the scoring party for both of these teams. Boyd to Parker. Balzer top of the key, off the back iron, tip for the rebound, and it's going the other way. It's going to be an offensive foul on the rebound called on Brunswick. So the Dolphins looking to sweep the Cougars in their first meeting in 6 years. Central Carolina is a Division III member of Region 10 and one of just 8 NJCAA Division III schools playing women's basketball this year. Most D3s are in the Northeast, and COVID, they've kind of put the lockdown on athletics up there early on. So because of that, at least on the men's side, I'm not sure if it's true on the women's side as well. Some teams had an opportunity to move up to Division II if they wanted to on the men's side, as the Dolphins turn it over. Getting out on the run and throwing that away was Shakira Brown. So Dolphins yet to scratch here. 7:18 left to go here in this opening quarter, just underway. But the Dolphins, we've seen them come slow out of the gate before, and they settle in and they're fine. Alexis Boyd is tied up. Good defense there from the Cougars. Possession arrow will keep it with Brunswick, though. So one of just 8 D3 schools playing Central Carolina, the only Region 10 D3 school playing. Others in Minnesota, there's 3 teams playing, and in New Jersey, there's 4. Barber, catch and shoot, open look at the 3 in the corner. No, balls are to follow, blocked from behind. It's tipped to Boyd. Boyd had it stripped. Dunlap stays with it, and we have a foul called on the floor on Central Carolina, it looks like. So it will stay with the Dolphins. Boyd with the fake drives in. She's fouled. So Central Carolina is playing aggressive defense. A little too aggressive, though, is committing some silly fouls here in the early going, starting to rack them up. Parker for 3. Rainbow shot in and out. Tip for the rebound. Dunlap kept that possession alive. Balzer chases it down, looking down low, and Parker able to save it off the deflection. Then she throws it away. So it is not pretty right now. On the offensive side, 6:24 remaining here in this opening quarter. Central Carolina not lighting it up either on this end of the court. Pass out to Howard for 3. Yes. 5-0 start for the Cougars. Howard at 18, as I mentioned, along with Brown to lead the Cougars in the first meeting between these two teams. She averages 18 a game. Howard also 34% from behind the arc, so got to keep an eye on her. Parker gets a screen, takes it right side to Barber now. Barber dribbles around the world and hands it off to Boyd in the corner. Shot clock is at 10. Boyd double team. She's tied up again. Active defense here for Central Carolina. Richardson with the tie-up. Richardson, a double-double player at 13.8 points, 10.7 rebounds, and playing strong defense, winning the possession for her team. Howard into the forecourt now, 4.8 assists per ball game for Howard. Brown gets it over to the corner. That's a 3-ball off the mark by Eagle. So 5-zip still in favor of Central Carolina. Dolphins yet to scratch. Balzer tries to change that, can't do it. And really good defense by the Cougars. Brown pulls down another rebound, brings it into the forecourt. Driving Richardson, and Richardson is fouled. Nearing the midway point of this opening quarter, 5:03 left to go. 3 team fouls on Central Carolina and 2 on your Dolphins. Dolphins going to look for some offensive firepower off the bench, bringing in Ava Dawick and also Ariel Chambers. Chambers has been good in stretches off the bench for Joe Gahan. Howard with the fake, throws it up, can't get it to go. Tip for the rebound, offensive board controlled by Central Carolina. It swung over to Eagle in the corner. Howard had it deflected, and Eagle tried to save it, couldn't do it. So it'll go back to Brunswick. Still trying to get on the board past the midway point of quarter number 1. Alexis Boyd into the forecourt. Alexis Boyd had 5 points, but she also had 8 rebounds, 3 assists, and 3 steals. Good stat line in the first meeting between these two schools. Here's Dawick taking it baseline. Shot clock at 9. Chambers the runner. Can't get it to go. Dolphins still cannot get it to go offensively here in the opening quarter. Jump ball called, though, as Chambers tied up the rebounding defender, and possession arrow favors Brunswick. That's our 3rd jump ball already in the early going of this one. Chambers catches it on the wing, hands it off to Boyd. Chambers to Dawick, trouble with the pass. It's deflected, and it's going to be just over the line as Brown dove for it. Couldn't come up with it, though. Central Carolina playing their last two on the road, this one, and then they'll be at Caldwell Tech on Thursday to wrap the season. This is our second last home game broadcast for you. Dolphins will finish with two on the road of their own. Adia Balzer, no foul called, thought she drew contact. Bounce pass by Howard ahead to Eagle. Good job by the Dolphins getting back on defense, but then the jumper no good there. So Dolphins still looking to scratch. Inside 4 to go here in quarter number 1. Parker, Dawick, Adia Balzer, now Chambers. Turnaround bank shot, still can't get it to go. Man, it's been bad offensively here in the early going for Brunswick. These two teams played fairly well offensively in their first meeting. Both teams over 60. Dolphins, when they're hot, they're hot, and when they're not, they're not. And right now, they are not. Can't Central Carolina capitalize, though? Just 5-0. And Eagle misses that jumper. Alexis Boyd into the forecourt. If this is an empty possession, if I'm Joe Gahan, I'm calling timeout as soon as I can after the next defensive possession. Dawick still can't get it to go. Chambers throws it up. No, Chambers tried to follow her shot, and that's going out of bounds. Last touch by the Dolphins. Couple of subs in for the Cougars. We'll set their lineup for you here in just a moment. Not a deep bench for Central Carolina, but their starters do most of their scoring with 3 players in double figures. Top of the key, Richardson for 3, can't get it to go. Ball deflected to Eagle, and it's 7-0. 2:42 remaining. Parker into the forecourt. Pass intended for Dunlap, taken away. Brown with a 2-on-2. Brown, yes! And the foul. Shakira Brown will go to the line, try to complete an old-school three-point play. And 7.5 minutes in, Central Carolina can make it 10-zip here. So Brown, 69% free throw shooter. Barber comes back into the game. Alexis Boyd will sit down. So it is Chambers, Dunlap back out there. Dawick, Barber, and Parker. That's the 5 for Brunswick. Parker, Dunlap, extra pass, open shot, Chambers the air ball, ball deflected out. Last touch by Central Carolina. Try to set their lineup for you here. Eagle is out there. It looks like Howard's still out there. Brown, Richardson, and there's one more player I can't quite tell. Ava Dawick connects on the 3, and finally Dolphins able to scratch. Ava Dawick, 25% three-point shooter. Gets that one to go. Dolphins in the zone. Brown a hoist. Too early in the shot clock for that one. Got the offensive rebound, though, did Central Carolina. Richardson pulled that down. Eagle corner shot off the side glass. Parker out on the run. Parker fouled. That'll be the 4th. 1:43 left to go. 4 team fouls on Central Carolina and just 3 on Brunswick so far. We got a timeout on the court. We're going to step aside late in the first half. Late in the first quarter, excuse me. Dolphins trying to get it going offensively. Dolphins basketball is brought to you by Coastal Transplants. Also want to give a shout out to our friends 3D Fitness for helping the Dolphins get in shape. Training partners with the Dolphins women. Off the timeout, Brown with a nice anticipation steal, then a rocket pass to Eagle, who lost it out of bounds. Chris Sheeman, glad to be with you. Second last stream of the season. Second last home game of the year for the Dolphins. Next game on Wednesday will wrap us up here at home. Then they'll be at Catawba on the 28th and at Patrick Henry on April 1st. And that will end the regular season for Brunswick. Region 10 tournament will be that following weekend. Dunlap is fouled. 15 foul on the Cougars, so 2 shots for Alana Dunlap. Dunlap second in the region, shooting 55% from the field, just 45% from the charity stripe. Looking good on that one, though. So the first 10 points went to Central Carolina. Brunswick a chance to cut the lead in half. Instead, it'll stay 10-4. Brown, top of the key. Denisha Saxon is into the game for Central Carolina, wearing number 11. Number 12, Brianna Thompson, also out there. Couple of subs. Good aggressive play there by Brown, who gets the bucket to go, and it's an 8-point lead for the Cougars. Barber on the far side. Parker. Balls are back out there. Dawick from the half circle. Yes! So Ava Dawick with 5 of the 6 for Brunswick. Starting to feel more comfortable. Her production has increased as the season has gone on. 32 seconds left to go. About 12-second difference. Game and shot clock here to wrap up quarter number 1. Thompson, double-teamed, poked away by Dunlap, got it out to Saxon with 8 on the shot clock. Saxon being hounded by Parker and double-dribbled. That's what Parker brings. She has great defensive intensity and great defensive instincts, a high defensive IQ, I guess you could say. Up and down at times with her offensive game, but she is so good defensively. One of those players you got to have out there. Dawick, heat check. Off the mark from the baseline. Balzer at the buzzer. Is it going to count? They say it will. So, nice job by Hadia Balzer at the buzzer as we wrap up quarter number 1. Dolphins outscoring Central Carolina 8-2 down the stretch, but the Cougars lead by 4. We'll be back with quarter number 2 in just a moment.
Hello, my name is Walter Shaw. I am the director of the Health and Fitness Science program at Brunswick Community College. Please join me as we explore the world of health and fitness science.
Dolphins basketball brought to you by Coastal Transplants. Chris Sheeman back here with you. Hadia Balzer with a buzzer beater offensive rebound put back. Makes it a 4-point game as we start quarter number 2. Dolphins picking it up on the offensive end. Brown, nice crossover. Saxon over to Eagle. Extra pass to Thompson. Swung back to Eagle for 3. No good. Barber the rebound. Parker into the forecourt. Hadia Balzer. Ball deflected. Looking inside for Dunlap. Good defense there by the Cougars. Brown driving on the baseline into the lane. Throws it off the glass and in. Shakira Brown had 18 in the first meeting. She's been aggressive offensively here this afternoon as well. Amanda Barber for 3 off the back rim. Tip for the rebound. Balzer's got another offensive one. Dunlap, yes, and the foul. So Dunlap can make it an old school 3-point play. First foul of quarter number 2. Can't get it to go. Tip for the rebound. They say it's off Richardson. So Brunswick will get another possession here. Eagle is out of the game, and I'll tell you about the sub as soon as I can. Looks like it's McKnight. Zariah McKnight into the game. Balzer for 3 off the back iron. Follows or miss. Third straight offensive rebound. Hop step bucket too strong. Dunlap, yes again, and the foul. And another opportunity for a 3-point play for Alana Dunlap, who had 22 points in the first meeting, starting to cook on the offensive end here this afternoon. And she gets it to go. 1-point game. Dolphins on a 13-4 extended run after Central Carolina scored the first 10 of the game. It took 7.5 minutes for the Dolphins to get on the board. But they have settled in nicely. Nice cut, Richardson. And the defense slow to get back down low. So Richardson with the bucket. 8:33 left to go here in the opening half. Parker into the forecourt for Brunswick, trailing by 3. Looking to sweep the home and home. Dunlap starting to really heat up now as she gets that bucket to go. Alana Dunlap has 7, I believe, in this quarter alone. Got to be careful, Saxon, on that line. And ball deflected off the Dolphins, who are picking it up defensively, and that's led to some easier baskets on the offensive end as well after struggling at the get-go. Saxon will inbound for the Cougars. Cougars are an interesting offensive team on the road. They average 16 more points per game. Some of that, of course, has to do with competition, but those are really high numbers to average on the road compared to at home. They're also shooting 40% on the road as a team compared to just 36%. From 3, they're shooting 23% from behind the arc at home, and on the road it's 36%. So this is a team that is far more comfortable on the road this year. They've played 14 games. They'll play 16 total, and of those, 7 will be on the road. They've played 5 already on the road, and again, a lot of it has to do with competition. They played some really, really small schools that junior colleges will typically beat up on a little bit, but very interesting stats. They've played pretty well offensively here today. Parker from the corner, no good. Balzer her 4th offensive rebound. Back out Parker. Extra pass. Barber for 3. She can't get it going today. Amanda Barber, 32% 3-point shooter off the mark. Parker tried to steal it away and just ran out of room. Eagle back out there. She'll inbound it. Brown I believe, has played the entire game so far. 7:20 left to go in the half. Brown pass off the mark. Did Parker touch it? No. Wisely let it go. So Brunswick gets it back. Parker into the forecourt. Balzer in the corner. Barber bounce pass to Dunlap, a little bit low. Steal by Eagle. It's Brown again. Good job by the Dolphins, sprinting back. So Brown will set up the offense. Thompson's pass is, correction, Saxon's pass tipped. Got it back from Eagle. Now skies it for Brown. Brown. Eagle, the runner. Airballs it. Barber tried for the rebound, and it's punched out of bounds. Saxon tried to keep the possession alive. So 6:45 to go here in this opening half, and Brunswick on a 15-6 extended run, looking to take their first lead of the ball game. Parker, Dawick underneath. Dunlap too strong off the glass that time. Saxon's got the rebound for the Cougars. Brown running the point. Howard's been on the bench for quite a bit. Catch and shoot by Saxon off the back iron from deep. Parker another rebound. She's bumped. That's the third team foul on Central Carolina at the 6:13 mark. Dolphins yet to foul in this quarter. Barber to Dawick. Dunlap had to deflect to catch the pass. Still had trouble with it. Now a tie up here. And the possession arrow stays with Brunswick. Parker will inbound 17 on the shot clock for the Dolphins. Barber was open in the corner. Instead, the Balzer attacks. Can't get it to go. Brown had it poked from behind. Dives for it. Parker takes it away. Numbers for Brunswick. Parker to Balzer. Throws it off the glass and in. Boy, Richardson did a nice job defensively there. But Balzer able to give Brunswick its first lead of the afternoon. Nearing the midway point of quarter number 2. Baseline shot is good there for the Cougars, so they go right back on top. It's a low-scoring half so far for both teams, who scored over 60 each in the first meeting. That Brunswick won 64-61. Now Dawick had it deflected, and we're going to get another jump ball. That's our 5th or 6th jump ball today. Both players, or both teams, I should say, getting after it defensively. If you're just joining us here today after watching some of those early first-round men's games, Central Carolina scored the first 10 points. Dolphins, it took them 7.5 minutes to get on the board, but they have started to heat up on a 17-8 extended run, trailing by just 1 now. Richardson back in the game, has it top of the key. That ball deflected. Parker's got another steal. Parker takes it to the wing, steps left, fires the 3, hits! Defense turning in the offense for Parker. Here's Eagle. Look out. Richardson able to corral. Wanted to make sure she was in the front court. Nice pass to Eagle by Richardson. Defense kind of fell asleep on Eagle, but Eagle couldn't get it to go. Barber pushing now. Swings it out. Balzer attacks. Dawick can't get it to go. Dawick started the scoring. Scored 5 of the first 6 points for Brunswick, and Central Carolina wants to talk things over. We will step aside past the midway point. About 4 minutes left to go here in this opening half. Dolphins with just their second lead of the night. Dolphins basketball brought to you by Coastal Transplants and also 3D Fitness, and we thank them for their support. Chris Sheeman back here with you. 4:01 left to go here in this first half. Dolphins have outscored Central Carolina by 12 since about the 3-minute mark in the first quarter to take a 2-point lead after trailing by 10 early. Some fans not liking that call, but they say Brunswick tipped that out of bounds, and I think that's a good call. Lana Dunlap has been a big reason for some of the early offense. Parker to Balzer on this play. Parker has played well defensively as well, as she had a steal and a 3 that we'll take a look at while they talk things over. There's the steal for Parker, and then just steps left, pull up, and it's good. And the Dolphins are stifling defensively right now. Back to live action. Richardson did a nice job getting that away with the shot clock winding down. Eagle couldn't come up with it. Balzer into the forecourt. Barber's open. Extra pass out to her. The 3, yes again. 23-8 extended run for Brunswick as they go up by 5 now. Saxon on the near side of your screen for the Cougars. Double team. Parker tried to tie her up. Balzer rips it away. Boy, the Dolphins are attacking defensively. Balzer, Parker had to save it. Balzer had trouble with the pass and couldn't touch it again, so Dolphins will settle things down now. Boyd back out there for Brunswick. Barber gets it to Boyd. Extra pass. Parker for 3. In and out. Back in. What a second quarter for Brunswick. 26-18. 8-point advantage. 2:25 left to go in quarter number 2. Richardson. Open look. Eagle tries the triple. Can't do it. Balzer another board. Parker into the forecourt. Parker Dunlap had it poked away. Good defense there. I believe that was Richardson who made that play. Could have been Saxon as well. It was Saxon. Richardson fouled. First foul of the quarter for Brunswick, so they can stay aggressive. Inside 2 to go. Brown comes back into the game. Saxon will go to the bench. Kaylee Mahia also into the game for the first time for the Cougars, wearing number 5. She's in the post right now. Brown for 3, off the mark. Tip for the rebound. Balzer's got another. Boyd now. Hop, step, and bucket. So Brunswick matches the biggest lead of the game for either team. Both teams with a 10-point lead at various points. And a blocking foul called there as Brown took it baseline. That's the second on Brunswick. Some fans in the building, as you can see. Y'all do me a favor, and I apologize. It's something like 13 months into this. If you're going to wear your mask around your chin, just don't wear the mask. I mean, come on. This pandemic has taught me a lot about our society. Catch and shoot 3 in the corner. Brown too strong. Like, just take it off. Balzer attacks. Balzer scores. Dolphins' biggest lead of the afternoon, 30-18. But fans have been allowed for the last couple of weeks. I think mid-February, the governor of North Carolina loosened restrictions as Mejia travels with the basketball. So Dolphins forcing another turnover. Their press has been money here in the second quarter especially. Via Jennings into the game for the Dolphins. Jennings, Barber, Parker, Balzer, and Dunlap are the 5 on the court. Dunlap, turnaround, too strong. Rebound controlled by Mejia. Brown into the front court. 40 seconds left to go. 17 the difference between game and shot clock. Another foul by Brunswick. Why not? Stay aggressive. That's only their third. They've got one more to give here with 38 seconds. Eagles going to inbound it. 21 on the shot clock for the Cougars. Brown had it poked away. Guess who? Parker, another steal. She'll step into a 3, feeling it. Can't get that one to go, and it's tipped out of bounds. Last touch by the Dolphins. Back to the Cougars. Yeah, Saxon did come back into the game for Central Carolina after a very short break. Brown trouble with it. Parker and Barber takes it away. Barber lays it up and in, and the Dolphins are rolling. This is a 32-8 extended run for Brunswick. 2 seconds left to go. And do we have a foul? I think it is a foul. Dolphins had a foul to give with 2.1, so Joe Gaughan might have given that one on purpose. Brown from way downtown can't get it to go. What a second quarter for Brunswick. After trailing 10-0, 32-8 run, and the Dolphins lead by 14 at the half. We'll take our usual halftime break of 15 minutes. Come on back and set your timers. Go check in on the other basketball games going on, and we'll have the second half for you here in just a little while. Don't go too far.
Though many areas of life still seem to be paused right now, your individual goals are not. Let Brunswick Community College help you push play on your goals, earn your degree, and get your career back in full motion. We are here for you with personalized services to help you be successful every step of the way. Register today at www.brunswickcc.edu. Brunswick Community College. We're here for you.
Dolphins basketball brought to you by Coastal Transplants, and we thank them for sponsoring Dolphins basketball all season long. A tale of two quarters in the first half. The Dolphins scored 8 points in the first quarter, and then the Cougars scored 6 points in the second quarter. So Dolphins really picking things up on the defensive end. It took them a while on the offensive end to get it going, but once they started, it's a 32-8 extended run as Amanda Barber misses the three. Dunlap offensive rebound. Cutter is Parker. Dunlap found her, couldn't get it. Barber another offensive rebound. Offensive rebounds are the biggest reason as Parker shoots the three and hits another one. Parker, her third three-pointer. She's got about 4 steals in the game as well. And the Dolphins by 17. I was going to say offensive rebounds, a big reason why the Dolphins won the first meeting between these two schools. Dolphins have 14 offensive rebounds in that game. Nice cut to the bucket by Brown. Brown needs to stay aggressive. She's been the only consistent scorer today for Marcel Webster's team. And she's got to keep going to the hoop. They got to keep finding her as well. Barber on the wing. Skies at Parker in the corner. Balls are all alone. Defenders come. Left Barber open. Can't get the three. Offensive rebound by Boyd. And 3 in the key, I believe, is going to be called there on the Dolphins, who will turn it over. How about Parker? It's sophomore day today, even though this is the second to last home game of the year. And Parker has really made the most of her day. Parker and Boyd, the lone 2 sophomores on this team, as Boyd pulls down another rebound. These are 2 players. It'll be interesting to see if they wind up with a 4-year program somewhere. Boyd does not light it up offensively. She has the ability to, averaging just under 6 points per ball game. But, I mean, the stat line, 40% shooter, 50% from 3, 5.4 rebounds for a 5'7" guard. She really is just the floor general for Joe Gaughan and would be a really, really good bench player for some 4-year team if you're looking for somebody who can come in and steady things and set up the offense. Boyd's one of those players. And Parker, well, you could see what she can do here tonight. She's put on a show shooting the three. She's got double-figure ability scoring, Parker does. It's not really what this team needs her to do, so she doesn't score in double figures that often. She's averaging over 7 a game, and sometimes consistency is a problem on the offensive end, but man, does she bring it defensively. And we have seen that all afternoon here today for Parker. So again, Parker and Boyd, the 2 sophomores, who, by the way, can come back next year if they want to. Everybody's got a mulligan this year because of COVID. So if either or both want to come back, they can. And I don't know if they've made any decisions about that. I'm sure there's friends and family who can get at me and let me know if they have. It's probably not something you decide in March. But if you know, you know, and if you don't, you don't. Howard will inbound it here. Brown over to Howard. Can Howard get it going? We didn't see a lot of her in the second quarter. She was off on that 3. Balls are another rebound. Boyd will bring it into the forecourt. 3 minutes into this third quarter. 15-point lead. Boyd, the pull-up, missed it short. Tried to tip the rebound, but tipped it out of bounds. Marcel Webster, the head coach for Central Carolina, is a guy who's bounced around a little bit. I worked for a USC AA school, Warren Wilson College, up in the mountains in North Carolina, and his Barber Scotia teams were always tough, and Barber Scotia is where Webster used to coach, among other places, and that's a school that went down the hill very quickly. Dunlap counted in the foul. This is her third opportunity at a 3-point play. She's converted 1 of the 2 so far. They had good athletics for a school that, was completely tanking as an academic institution. They lost their accrediting, and They lost everything basically, and really their athletics were a shining spot. I don't think that school is open. I believe they closed a few years ago. Dunlap makes it an 18-point lead for Brunswick. Their biggest of this afternoon. Near side Howard for the Cougars. Catch and shoot three. Can't get it to go on the far side. Balzer another board. She's hit the glass hard today and throws it away there. Good anticipation by Brown. Sometimes when you see there's three defenders and they're all in the passing lane and they're all in your driving lane, pull it back. Nothing wrong with stepping back saying, hey, let's set this up. That's one of those plays. There's a lot of freshmen on this Dolphins team who are learning the game. Ooh, Balzer, they had her. Turnaround shot is good for Hadia that time, and Brunswick goes up by 20. You think about this game. It was 10-0. It's 42-12 since that slow start offensively for Brunswick. That's 10-second. Yeah, that's 10-second. Brown fell asleep. Ava Dawick coming back into the game. She really stabilized things at the end of that first quarter, came in and hit a couple of shots as the Dolphins were tense in that game. So Dawick in for Boyd. And I think that's the only sub for Brunswick. Parker. Barber, wide open, buries the triple. Nearing the midway point of quarter number 3. Oh, they say a foot was on the line, I guess. It's only 44 on the scoreboard at the gym, so that's what I'm going with. We'll see if they change that. Foul called on Brunswick there, tripping call, so the Cougars will inbound it. But anyways, just to wrap the thoughts on Marcel Webster, I mean, shout out to all those Barber Scotia coaches who had nothing to work with and were able to put out competitive teams. It's unbelievable. He's a good recruiting coach. I think Wake Tech had him as a recruiting coach for a while as an assistant. Brown will step it back. Thought about the drive. Richardson in the corner. Back to Brown. Saxon back out there. Starting this half, actually, Saxon. Mahia also starting this second half, as that ball was deflected and last touch, they say, by the Cougars. This is about as good of a defensive game as you're going to see for Brunswick here today. They played really well defensively against Spartanburg in that victory a couple weeks ago. Was it last week? I don't know. The time has no meaning anymore. But Barber looking for Balzer. That pass too high, but Hadia able to tip it to herself. Dawick, Dunlap. Dunlap had it poked away. She had the cutter Parker. Didn't really see her, though, as she was getting her positioning in the lane. And then she's fouled. Just a second on Central Carolina. 1 on Brunswick at the 4:06 mark here in quarter number 3. Parker into Dunlap. Dunlap, that's too easy. There's not much Central Carolina can do size-wise against Dunlap. Dunlap, as I mentioned in the first half, she's second in the region shooting the basketball at just a shade under 55% per game. Balzer 6th in the region in scoring at 15.5 and 3rd in rebounding. She's also 7th with 2.4 steals per game. Really good effort from about the midway point of the first quarter onward for Brunswick here today, as Ariel Chambers gives Dunlap a breather. Ball poked away. Good defense on the inbound. Dawick comes up with the steal. Barber, extra pass to Balzer, lays it up and in. That's how you fast break. Beautiful play there by Brunswick. Doubling up now, Central Carolina. 48-24. Let's run that one back, shall we? 3:34 left to go. You see the takeaway there. Balzer. And yeah, raise your arm. Call for that basketball. Everybody who has high schoolers, AAU players, put that hand up when you're running the floor. Make sure they know you're there. Balzer another rebound. She's on her way to a double-double. She might be there already. That ball was tipped by Brown out of bounds, so it'll stay with Brunswick. 3:13 left to go here in third quarter. 48-24 Brunswick. Both teams with 2 team fouls. Parker directing traffic on the inbound here. She's still directing. Gets it in. Dawick. Shot rejected. And a reach. That was Richardson with the nice block there. Majesty Richardson averages about a block and a half per game. Does most of the shot blocking for this Cougars team. These two teams meeting for the second time this year and first time this season in 6 years that the Cougars and Dolphins have played. Of course, a lot of different matchups this year because of COVID. Central Carolina is one of just 8 D3 schools playing this year. Most of the D3s up in the Northeast weren't able to play. Eagle back into the game for Central Carolina. Tried to tip it. It's taken away. That's just team defense right there. Balzer the pass to Barber. Barber, bad positioning there. And Chambers can't save it. So it'll go back to Central Carolina with 2:48 left to go. Central Carolina scored how many points? They had 12 points at the end of the first quarter. Since that time, they've had 12 points in almost 2 quarters. Oh, nice hop step bucket and the foul. That's Howard with the nasty move. She'll go to the line for a 3-point play. Howard, 65% free throw shooter during the season. First appearance for Rachel Lotka. Coming into the game for Dawick, I believe. Third team foul on Brunswick here in the quarter as the 3-point play is good for the Cougars. Chambers open look, too strong. Balzer offensive rebound, and she's fouled. I was wrong. That's the 14th foul on Brunswick, and now 3 on Central Carolina. Brewer back into the game for the Cougars. She has that awesome red hair. I used to have really light blue hair. They don't let you be a broadcaster with that kind of hair, though. Parker, too strong. Chambers, offensive rebound. Yes! That's what you get when you get that offensive rebound. I tell everybody, you get that offensive rebound. This is your offensive possession. And if you've got a good look, you take it to the hoop. Ariel Chambers and the Dolphins crashing the offensive glass yet again against Central Carolina. It was a key to their 3-point victory on the road. Thompson tried to save it for the Cougars, couldn't do it. And Brunswick will get it back. Dolphins will have a tough one on Wednesday. The home finale against Lewisburg, then at Catawba on the 28th, which is Sunday, next Sunday. And then Patrick Henry on the 1st of April. And that'll wrap up the regular season. The Dolphins will obviously be a road seed in the Region 10 tournament, so they'll head on the road to play in that tournament. Balls are off. Another offensive rebound by Lotka. Barber had it poked away, but they call a foul on Central Carolina. So both teams with 4, with 1:29 left to go. Both teams will be in the bonus on the next defensive set foul. And Joe Gahan's going to set something up for us. We will step aside. It's all Dolphins as we wind down quarter number 3. We'll be back.
Though many areas of life still seem to be paused right now, your individual goals are not. Let Brunswick Community College help you push play on your goals, earn your degree, and get your career back in full motion. We are here for you with personalized services to help you be successful every step of the way. Register today at www.brunswickcc.edu. Brunswick Community College. We're here for you.
Dolphins basketball is brought to you by Coastal Transplants. Shout out to those folks and all the important work that they do in Eastern Carolinas. A lot with vegetation, and I learned so much about dunes because of hurricanes and stuff in the Carolinas where I lived. And also there was a technical foul called, I guess, so Hadia Balzer's at the line, missing the first one. Getting 1 out of 2. So 51-27, Brunswick. Brunswick's on a 51-17. If you want to call it a run at this point, you can. But that's what it's been for the Dolphins since about the 3-minute mark in the first quarter. Lotka can't get it to go. Tried the follower's shot. It's deflected out of bounds. Last touch by the Dolphins. 1:22 to play here in the third quarter. Whole lot of conversation. I love these blowout games when the officials grind it to a halt. One of these days, there's going to be a running clock at the end of blowout games in college basketball, and you can thank me for it. I've been lobbying for that. If they do it in football, why can't they do it in basketball too? I think it's got to be a little higher than 24. It's got to be a real, no doubt blowout. So right now, I wouldn't have the running clock, and I'd only do it in like the fourth quarter, maybe for the last half of the quarter. But if it's 30 plus in the fourth quarter, keep that clock moving, even on free throws. Why? Why not? Chambers did a nice job drawing contact, 42% free throw shooter. Ariel Chambers at the line. Dolphins had a season-high 37 free throw attempts in the victory against Spartanburg. They hit 18 of those. Chambers tries to get them both, and she does. Dolphins, we'll wait to see the final stats when they come out, but it looks to me that they're looking more comfortable at the free throw line. Thompson hands it off to Howard, and a foul there on Brunswick will send Jeliah Howard to the line, 65% free throw shooter. Central Carolina, they've got one game left. It'll be on Thursday at Caldwell Tech. That will wrap their season. Likely going to fall to 5-10 today, barring some kind of a crazy comeback. 1 out of 2 at the line. Balzer another rebound. She's got to be over 10 rebounds already. Parker back out there. Balzer over to Barber for 3. Hit one earlier in the quarter. Not that time, though. Eagle pass deflected. Balzer the steal. Lotka throws it off the glass. No. 18 seconds left to go. It's a 3-on-2. Brown with the hezzy. Drives. Offensive foul And the Dolphins can hold for the final shot of quarter number 3. Seven seconds left to go now for Brunswick. Parker to Balzer. Barber, open look, catch and shoot. Too strong. And that will wrap quarter number 3. But the Dolphins increase their lead out to 23 on their way to their 8th win of the season. We'll be back with quarter number 4 here in just a moment.
Hello, my name is Walter Shaw. I am the Director of the Health and Fitness Science Program at Brunswick Community College. Please join me as we explore the world of health and fitness science.
Dolphins basketball is brought to you by Coastal Transplants. Chris Sheeman back here with you. One more quarter to go, and the Dolphins looking good, up by 23. It'll be Cougars basketball to start off this quarter. Howard and Richardson playing hot potato with it against the zone for Brunswick. Now Howard attacks. That ball thrown up no good by Thompson, I believe. Howard follows it. Can't get it to go, but she's fouled. One more here for Howard. Missed it short. Dolphins with the rebound. Bounce pass to Parker. Parker lays it up and in. Got past the defense. 55-31, the correct score on your screen. Just underway here in the fourth quarter. One more ladies game coming at you on Wednesday. It's Brunswick and Lewisburg. Another tough Region 10 game. Dolphins 3-7 in Region 10 play. Able to get that victory over Spartanburg, but that one didn't count because they were Spartanburg is D1. Chambers was open. Can't get it to go. Boyd tried to chase it down. Instead, it's Howard on the run out. And she's fouled, so Howard's going back to the line. Swishes in that first one. Got them both 20-point game. Dolphins winning by 3 in the first meeting between these two schools. That was in Sanford, North Carolina, back on February 22nd. Brunswick 64-61. A little more comfortable here today. Started the game, if you're just joining us, very slowly. They trailed 10-0. Took them 7.5 minutes to get it going offensively. But the defense today for Brunswick, once they were able to settle down, helped create some easy transition buckets. Parker with several steals and triples as a result of those steals. So it's been a really complete effort after a slow start for Brunswick. 15 on the shot clock. Boyd to inbound it. And another deflection, so we'll try it for the third time. Barber doubled up. Ball deflected. Good defense that time for the Cougars. Out on the run, it's Brown. Turnaround bucket is short. Rebound controlled by Lotka. Boyd throws it ahead to Parker. Parker pull up, draws the foul. 49% shooter will go to the line. First team foul on Central Carolina here in the quarter. 2 on Brunswick with 8:13 left to go in the ball game. A reminder, our final broadcast of the season, it's 5 p.m. on Wednesday, the Lewisburg game. We'll have that for you. Parker first free throw is nothing but netter. Got the second one to go as well. And as I said, Dolphins looking more comfortable. Be interesting to see. I got to pull up the Region 10 standings here while we've got some time left in this one and just see who the Dolphins might match up with. You know, folks, if their rebounding and if their free throw shooting is going to improve the way it has, they could be trouble for somebody in that Region 10 tournament. So right now, Fayetteville Tech is in last place, and they would play Salkehatchie, and the Dolphins and Lewisburg, who we'll see on Wednesday, is the matchup right now. But again, still a little to be determined. But if they can get in against, Bryan and Stratton, if Cape Fear is at 3-6 in Region 10 play, so they're probably not moving up. Catawba's at 5-3. That's another tough one. But if they can try to keep winning, if they can pull off a victory against Lewisburg and maybe steal one of these next couple against Catawba, Lewisburg, or Patrick Henry, that could make things interesting. Howard with the fake. Howard scoops it. Nope. Lotka the board. Over to Parker. Parker throws it ahead. Chambers, and it's just a little too long for Ariel. Another turnover for Brunswick with 7:03 to go in the ball game. They don't have Patrick Henry on the D2 standings. I'm pretty sure they're a D2 program. Huh. Well, we'll see how it all plays out. But depending on the matchup, Brunswick starting to look better as the season has gone on. They won 3 of 4 in February, between February 8th and the 22nd. They're 500 since then. Well, they're going to be above that. They're going to go to 4-3 since that stretch of winning 3 and 4. But some of the wins have been impressive against Cape Fear and against Spartanburg especially. That Salkehatchie team's winning that tournament, though. You can bet on that. I don't know. I know Tisha Howard and Catawba's going to have a lot to say about that. I know Lewisburg is going to have a lot to say about that. But, man, that Salkehatchie team is really good. We got another timeout. It's a full one, so we'll go away. Dolphins basketball is brought to you by our friends at Coastal Transplants. Also a shout out to 3-Dimensional Fitness for providing training services to the Dolphins women's basketball team, and Parker with the inbound, but before that, a whistle. .633 left to go. Chris Shima, glad to be back with you. Nice to see the Dolphins get an easy one. They did everything right after that slow start to make this one as easy as possible on themselves. Stifling defense. Few too many turnovers. Team that averages 20. They're about at that average here today. Howard's played the bulk of this second half for Central Carolina. Eagle. That's McKnight, double teamed. Her passes taken away by Alexis Boyd. Throw ahead to Parker. Parker had it poked away, able to recover. Throws it up, can't get it to go. Rebound controlled by Brown. So Zariah McKnight into the game for the first time as Marcel Webster goes deeper into his bench. And now the Dolphins are fouling with regularity here as Brown gets the bucket and a chance for a three-point play. 5:53 left to go. That's already the third team foul on the Dolphins, who for the first three quarters played pretty clean defensively. Balzer comes back into the game. It's not quite over yet. Three-point play incomplete. Got to keep pressing. Got to keep your wits about you if you're Brunswick. 5:44 is... It's not over yet. It would be miraculous, but we've seen crazier things. Brown commits her fourth team foul. Boyd will inbound, both teams with 3 team fouls. 5:44 left to go in the game, another deflection. Boyd bounce pass to the cutter. Balzer. Nice find. Alexis Boyd. Hadia 2 more to her total. She had 20 in the first meeting between these two schools. She and Dunlap combined for 42 of the 63 points. Today it's been more balanced. Parker has scored in double figures. Brown with another triple. And Central Carolina wants to talk things over, down by 17. We'll go away here for 30 seconds. So Brunswick basketball nearing the midway point of this final quarter. This one's kind of grinding here in this fourth quarter. Full court presses on. Chambers throws it ahead. Hadia Balzer will attack, come up short. Rebound controlled by Eagle. So the Dolphins have been up comfortably by 20 plus in this second half. And Central Carolina trying to make things interesting. Howard got the defender to bite, but got it to Richardson for the open look. Couldn't knock it down. Chambers with the rebound for Brunswick. The hop step, and Boyd is rejected by Richardson. Nice block by her past the midway point in quarter number 4. 4:50 left to go. Both teams with 3 team fouls. Looks like Ariel's going to come out, and Dunlap comes back in for Chambers. So the starters, nope. Angel Stevenson into the game for the first time today. She's with the other 4 starters. Amanda Barber, the lone starter, not in. And Stevenson connects on the bucket. So Angel Stevenson with her first 2. Pull up 3 by Brown. Oh, she is feeling it right now. Got to get up on her. I said it at the start of the half. She has to be the one to take over for her team struggling offensively, and she's starting to do that. 16-point game. Alexis Boyd can't answer, and a bucket here makes things real interesting. Got to get up on Brown. Don't let her shoot. Howard throws cross court. Eagle. Richardson. Brown extra pass to Howard. Shot clock at 12. Howard's pass off the mark. Brown able to chase it down, and then it's deflected, they say, last touched by Brunswick. So maybe a little nervous time for Dolphins fans here. As we go inside, 4-8 on the shot clock. Eagle. Howard, turnaround shot. Airballed it. 3 on the shot clock. It's saved to Brown. Another one. Not that time. And Boyd with the positioning and rebounding. Then she's fouled. That will be 4 on Central Carolina. So Brunswick will be in the bonus going forward. Still a 16-point lead. Still comfortable. You're comfortable. You're moving around in your chair a little bit if you're a Dolphins fan right now. Boyd running and gunning. Extra pass goes through the hands of Stevenson, and Balzer tried to run it down. 3:30 left to go. I'd say Central Carolina, you got to get it to single digits, probably by a little less than a minute. You've got maybe 2 more possessions you got to score on here. What do we have here? Over on the far side, I believe it was deflected off Brunswick. So Eagle will inbound it. And again, couple very important possessions right now here offensively if you're the Cougars. Surveying against the zone. Brown steps left, off on the 3. She's missed her last couple. Parker with the rebound, and Parker is fouled. So Parker's going to the line. I believe that's the 5th team foul now. Scoreboard still says 4, but I believe it's 5 with 3:05 left to go. Dolphins can start to close the door on this one. Why did they point at Joe Gahan? First free throw rims, and I have no idea what that whistle was for, but Parker, great afternoon for her. At least 4 steals that I counted. Might be more than that. Double figures. 3 3-pointers. Brown attacks again and scores, and the lead is still comfortable for the Dolphins here at 15. Balzer into the forecourt. Balzer draws the foul. Are they really going to spend the next 3 minutes fouling the Dolphins here? I mean, the window is really shut at this point. Like I said, they had a couple possessions there where they needed to score. They came up empty. I mean, I'm not extending the game right here. But we'll see. Teams know the Dolphins have struggled from the free throw line, so why not? Balls are 1 out of 2. And honestly, if the Dolphins just shoot their season average at 50% from the free throw line, they should be fine. Richardson attacks, and now a foul on Brunswick. Majesty Richardson is a 59% free throw shooter. And gets 1 out of 2. So the lead remains 15 as both teams trade free throw shooting. Dunlap, Boyd. Now, yeah, let's run some clock here if you're the Dolphins. Trap is on. Alexis Boyd able to get it to Stevenson. Stevenson attacks. Can't get the bucket, but she is fouled. I'd run even more clock. I wouldn't go until 10 at least on the shot clock if I'm Brunswick. So Angel Stevenson at the line has struggled from the charity stripe this year in limited opportunities as she misses her first one. I believe she's just 1 of 11 from the free throw line. Have to check on that, including that free throw. Missed them both. Missed shot again as Central Carolina has cooled off. Parker throws it ahead for Dunlap, and we might get a jump ball here. Players fighting for it. Jump ball possession arrow will go back to the Cougars. So 2:11 left to go. Balzer's going to sit down, likely for the final time here today. How about the Dolphins going to win their 8th game of the season? Go to 8-7, stay above that 500 mark. This is a good young team. Brown tries another triple. She's missed her last 3 now. Stevenson with the rebound. Last year, the Dolphins had kind of a rough go of it. They had 8 wins all year. Remember, that's in a normal year where you play a lot more games. Dunlap out on the run. Putting a little extra frosting on the cupcakes in what will be a Brunswick victory. Dolphins also going to win their 4th at home. They won 5 all last year at home. So better production when you consider the amount of games played. This is a Dolphins team that won 14 back in the 2018-19 season. So some good groundwork after a down year last year for the Dolphins. Another tie-up in the possession arrow will favor Brunswick. Central Carolina, they're going to fall to 5-10, go to 3-3 on the road. Once this one's all said and done, Marcel Webster's team will play at Caldwell Tech on Thursday, and that will wrap up the season. Alexis Boyd stripped, and the ball will go out of bounds. Last touch by the Cougars. And as I mentioned for Brunswick, one more home game that will be on Wednesday. Bucket no good. Shakira Brown, good afternoon for her as she brings it across the timeline. Saxon back to her. Richardson looking underneath, got it to Thompson, too strong. Rebound to the Dolphins. The shot clock is off. It's poked away, though. Howard will throw it underneath. That's Thompson, I believe, getting that to go. And the Dolphins should be able to run this one out now with the shot clock wind completely off. The officials are talking about something to... Was there a foul called? Oh, it looks like they want to sub out Parker. So Parker will come out of the game, and they want to sub out Alexis Boyd. Again, sophomore day for both of those players. Great afternoons, especially Parker. Defense turning into offense for Parker here today. and they will win it. Help their team out to the 65-50 victory as the Dolphins can run out the clock. Via Jennings into the game. She's going to take a shot, miss. Angel Stevenson over to Lotka. Lotka will fire an air ball. That's going to go out of bounds to the Dolphins with 3.6 on the clock. And Joe Gahan says, let's close it out. Lotka will hold it. 65-50 is your final score. We have one more home game coming at you for the Dolphins, who improved to 8-7 today, 5-3 at home, and remain 3-7 in Region 10 play. And again, our final home game coming at you on Wednesday against Lewisburg. It's a 5 p.m. tip. Once again, your final score, 65-50. Dolphins victorious over Central Carolina for the second time this season. My name's Chris Sheeman. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Enjoy the madness, everybody. We'll talk to you again.